Before you start, make sure you have all the resources downloaded and you have set up your MongoDB environment as per our first tutorial. See link in the description and also the link that just popped up. All right, welcome back to our final chapter in MongoDB and Apache NiFi. So in our first three series, we talked about how we can read, and then we follow up by inserting, updating, and deleting. And in our previous story, we talked about how we can use MongoDB GridFS in combination with Apache NiFi. In this tutorial, we're going to focus on how we can use MongoDB as an enriching data source while we have data flowing through NiFi. So if I go to our repository and we look at this image here, this is pretty much what the lookup processor will do. We will have data flowing through the data flow, and the lookup operator will use incoming data to actually run lookups against the MongoDB as a source, and then provide an output flow with an enriched content. So let's go ahead and explore this flow. Let's start with first by looking at the generate flow file. The generate flow file will carry on a custom text. This custom text has two keys. Key called some value and another key called some other attributes. But this keys contain some value that can be found in our collection. So now looking at this payload, let's go and evaluate what we have in the collection. We're going to use it for lookup. So we have this collection. Let's look at the result, and we can see we have some name that has the same value with the username. So this key will be used to do a lookup against this collection, and then once we found the equivalent record, we're going to fetch this value and attach it to the flow. So let's go ahead now and explore the lookup record processor. The lookup record processor uses record reader, record writer, and the lookup service. This is the combination. So first, let's go over the options here. We have first the record reader controller. So this allows us to, or enables us to, read the data as it comes and understand it. And then we have the record writer, which is another controller that will write the data out in the format that we want. The lookup service, which is going to connect to the MongoDB, and he's going to do all the lookups for us. The result record path, it's is a property that will tell the record writer where to place the data that he will fetch for enrichment. The routing strategy, we're going to choose to route to match and unmatch. This pretty much tells us if the record in the lookup service is found, he will be routed to matched. If no record will be found in the collection, will be routed to unmatched. The result, the record result contents, what we're telling him, insert record fields. Basically, we tell him that we want only the record that we're looking for. In this case, the key that we're looking for, he will be inserted. If we say insert the entire record, he will fetch the entire record from Mongo and attach it to the incoming payload. The record update strategy, we're going to use property. We also have replace existing values. So in this case, this property is going to be placed in our new flow content. And the username, we're going to create a key. This is a custom prop. This is an added property where this username is going to receive this some name key value from the incoming flow. And this username is then used into the MongoDB lookup service for the lookup. Let's go ahead first and evaluate how the JSON tree reader looks like. Click on the configuration and go to properties. This is very straightforward. We use the schema strategy in first schema, and we're now going to specify a schema. The first schema will look at the JSON and will generate an arrow schema for us. Next, let's look at the JSON record set writer. This one the same. He will look at the record coming from the inferred schema, and he will inherit that record schema. Finally, let's look at the MongoDB lookup service. As the following, we'll inherit the schema from the result. We'll use that local control that we have. We'll use the database test and the collection username, and the lookup value field that he will return, it will be email. Projection remains empty for now. Let's go ahead and run this processor. Run once, run, and we should get a record back. If we look at it, you can see that we get the email address referencing the record where the username is inside byte. But what about when it's inside underscore byte that has email to? Let's see how that can. Let's go ahead and change the incoming payload value. Basically just add an underscore here that we're point to another record. Run once, evaluate the payload. So if we look here, we can see that he returned us the correct value. Email to that referencing user inside underscore byte. All right, so this is a wrap for our final chapter, and we saw how we can do simple basic lookup using the incoming value and fetching an attribute from MongoDB using the JSON tree reader as our method to read the incoming content. We use JSON record set writer to write the outcome of the lookup service enrichment, and we write the record to a new key called email underscore address. And the property that we're going to do the lookup against is going to be the value of some name, and we're going to store it into another property called username. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next.